Hello. Just watching Sam. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's get this in the right position. It's been so long. I just looked and my last upload was on the 12th of November. Okay, first of all, let me just say a big hello and tell you how much I have missed YouTube. I have been focusing a bit more on TikTok because it's kind of like, it's just quicker to get content out than YouTube is. And now having a 19-month-old, I just don't have hours and hours to edit YouTube content like I used to. But I really do miss it here. I was just watching Sam's video and she mentioned the Kind Collective dreamy everyday skin tint and how we both like it and whatever. And I don't know, just reading the comments on that video about you guys missing me. That was so nice. Oh my god. That was really nice to read. So I was gonna do my makeup anyway. My mum actually has Amelia. So I'm like, well, if I'm gonna do my makeup, may as well make it into a YouTube video. Who knows when I'll actually upload this, but it's filmed. I can chip away at it. All right, well, I've literally got no plan because I just decided to do this last minute. So I'll just give you some updates and tell you what makeup I'm using. Starting with the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters. I love this. It is my favorite out of like all of the glowy products, like the glowy Charlotte Tilbury dupes. This one is my favorite because it's really, really lightweight and it's not like metallic. I find a lot of them are actually quite metallic and really accentuate the pores, which, you know, I'm not here for. Whereas this one is really lightweight and look at that beautiful sheen. I love it. It does give a little bit of coverage too. I don't know, some people use these products as foundations. I don't really like to use it like that because it's just too glowy, but it definitely does even out my redness just a touch. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. So this is the newest one from Maybelline. They got rid of the Superstay Active, which I hated that, but I've actually got some of the good old-fashioned Superstay foundation. It's obviously very expired. Anyway, I'm still kind of gathering my thoughts on this. I don't know if it's like too matte for me. I've got the shade 098, and then I'm really liking this brush to blend it out. It's the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Nice and big and fluffy, but it's not too dense. Okay, so let me think. Oh my god. So Sam is just front of mind right now, and seriously, we had the best day at the Priceline event together. Like, getting to meet her was so exciting. We've been YouTube friends for so long, and when we met up at a little cafe, and when we had a big hug, it was just like as if I've known her forever. You know what I mean? Like, you just meet some people and like they're just your person. They're your kind of person. And like, my adrenaline and excitement was just like next level that day. So I was chaotic, to say the least. But Sam was just going along for the ride, which was so nice. Oh my god. Yeah, if you've got dry skin, I really don't know how this one is gonna go. I've got like combo skin, but I still feel like it clings a little bit. I don't know, it just looks a bit dry. And I've even got the glowy stuff on underneath. So I don't know. I don't know. And it doesn't build up well on me either. If I did another layer, it just looks cakey as. For concealer, I'm using the Holme Beauty Hydride Flex Concealer. They did like a little tour around some of the states in Australia on their bus, and you could go get color match and like meet Hillary, the founder, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I got color matched to FW1, which is a warm undertone. Not the normal shade I usually go for, but I actually think it does a really good job at cancelling out the discoloration under my eyes. And let me tell you, I have never had bags like this in my life. The sleep deprivation is real. All right, this is the Holme Beauty number 6 brush. It's quite small, very fluffy. Not my usual go-to brush for concealer, but oh boy, This blends it out so beautifully. It's really soft under the eyes. It fits really nicely under the eyes, and it's a good brush to chuck in your bag for touch-ups. Really good, you know, if you need to fix up your foundation around your nose or around your mouth, cover any blemishes. Really, really nice brush. So anyway, we had the best day together. Sam said in her video, and I totally agree, I wish we lived closer together so we could be friends in real life all the time, because she was just so fun. Oh, we laughed and we laughed, I tell ya. I'm going to go in with the NYX Brow Glue in the new tinted version. This is the shade Taupe. But let me give you some other updates, hey? So like I said, Amelia is 19 months old. Oh my God, she is so cute. Like, I know everyone thinks their baby is the cutest and the smartest, but I'm telling you, she's the cutest and the smartest. No, she's just so sweet. Oh, I like don't even know where to start. Mum life has really taken me for a ride. I think it took like a good 10 to 12 months to actually wrap my head around what the hell's going on. And like, that's one of the reasons I just haven't been on YouTube. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I was trying to figure out this whole new life. And even sometimes now, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I have a child. This is my life now. Like, I have a child. Like, it still kind of blows me away. I'm also a really like routine person, and I felt like the first year, just all routine was just thrown out the window. So that really threw me as well. So those first few months were obviously just chaos. Sleep deprivation, trying to figure out a baby. Clinton went back to work after 2 weeks. The hormones, the breastfeeding, oh my God, crazy. And Amelia was a stage 5 clinger. I could not put her down. She wouldn't go to anyone else. She'd just scream. It was tough. I was having a tough time trying to do it the way I thought it was meant to be done. Like getting her in a cot and getting her down for sleeps and, you know, timing feeds and blah, blah, blah. It was too much. The day I stopped tracking feeds, stopped tracking sleeps, like obviously loosely in your head, but I stopped like using an app. I decided to just, let's go with contact naps. Oh my God, I felt like I did a 180. Things felt so much better because I wasn't trying to fight what my baby needed. She also screamed her lungs out every time we would go in the car. I'm talking a 2-minute trip, a 10-minute trip, no matter, no, I'm going in that car seat, I'm gonna scream my lungs out. So it was kind of stressful going places. I still persisted because I was like, girlfriend, we've got to get out of the house. So we would go to like a mother's group. We did 2 terms of that. We'd go to the library every week for rhyme time. You know, just trying to get out of the house. I reckon around that 10-month mark is when she stopped screaming in the car and life became much more enjoyable. That's rough. That is so stressful, man. Like, how are you meant to concentrate on driving when your baby's screaming and you're crying? And anyway, but yeah, we did contact naps and I felt like it was still kind of like, I don't know if I was judging myself or like comparing myself to other mums. I don't know if other mums were telling me the truth. I know you read stuff online, is everyone being honest? I don't know, but I still felt like contact napping, I was failing a bit. Oh my God, it still like makes me want to cry. Because it's just so hard not to compare like what you and your baby are doing to others. And I talk about this on Instagram a bit and people would always tell me like, contact nap, just go with the flow. Like you're never gonna get that time back. It's so precious, rah, rah, rah. And there were definitely moments where I was like, I get it, but I just need a break. But now I'm just really glad I listened to what my baby needed. And I actually think it was a blessing in disguise because like I said, I love routine. I love a schedule, I love a to-do list. I don't know, before Amelia, I felt like I didn't have a successful day unless I did the 20 things that were on my to-do list. And if I only did 18, well, loser, why couldn't you get it all done? Terrible day, you didn't get all your to-do list done, you know, like that kind of thing. So I think having Amelia and being forced to stop the to-do list and literally sit down was a real blessing in disguise and something that I really needed. I just had to go do my brows because I'm yapping and yapping and nothing's getting done. So anyway, that was, you know, a bit of the first year there. I felt like I was starting to, like I said, wrap my head around motherhood and all of this. But then my maternity leave was coming to an end and I'm like, what? No, like I am not ready to go back to work. That was just no. So I end up getting in contact with my work and I was able to extend my maternity leave. I extended it for 8 months, but that is coming to an end now and I think I'm going to extend it for another few months. I'm not going back to work full time. I'm only going to go back to work 2 days, but even that just feels like a really big thing. Like I've got to leave my baby for 2 days. I don't know, it's just sad. So I procrastinated hard on taking any action towards that, you know, like applying for CCS and doing daycare tours, but I've done 3 daycare tours. I've got another one next week. I've applied for CCS. With daycare, I don't know, I just feel like we've got some big changes coming up, Amelia and I, and it's all pretty overwhelming. So I am still breastfeeding Amelia. We have managed to cut back to a morning feed. I feed her to sleep for her nap and then feed her to sleep at bedtime. And okay, just like she co-sleeps with us, which another thing in motherhood, no one wants to talk about it. Like I know the risks, I know. And people are very hush-hush about saying if they co-sleep. I don't know, it just annoys me because for us, that was the only way I was getting any sleep. From literally about 2-3 months old, I was getting up every like 40 minutes, every sleep cycle, she would wake up. And then one night I put it in our bed and we slept for like 3 hours and I was like, magic! She still wakes every few hours just for a quick little suckle and then she's back asleep. But I am starting to feel like super touched out from that. Broken sleep still is very challenging. And like night weaning might not be the answer, but I feel like I'm ready to try something different. And I would also like to try getting her in her own bed. So she naps in her own bed and I can feed her and roll away. So yeah, lots of changes. I want to night wean, I want to sleep, I want to get her in her own bed and she's going to start daycare. So that's another reason why I want to extend daycare so that we can start slowly implementing these changes so it doesn't all just like hit her at once. Because that's too much. Too much for a little girl. And too much for me. By the way, still obsessed with the Australis Dewy and Daring blush. Oh, I didn't tell you what else I used. Okay, I used the Australis Dewy, I don't know. Dewy and Daring bronzer in Summer Fling. I used some of my Covergirl Clean Fresh powder just on my chinny chin here. I used some Fenty powder bronzer and the MAC Glow Play blush in Cheer Up. But today she's actually with her nanny. She goes and spends Fridays with my mum so that I can get a bit of filming done or just, you know, have some time to myself, get things done, or whatever I want to do. Which, so exciting. I should probably, like, I need to update you guys on so much, seriously. But when my maternity leave was coming up to that year, or maybe a little bit after, I was actually approached by a management company for my social media. So I have management now, which still just like blows me away. Oh my God. It's just so great because she takes care of all like the back end stuff, you know, the emails, the invoicing, all that back and forth is in her hands. If like a brand reached out to me, say I couldn't get back to them for like 2 days, I just felt terrible. I feel unprofessional. So it's nice that I now have management to kind of do that for me. And she also reaches out to brands. So I, you know, tell her brands that I'd love to work with or products that I love, new products that I see being released, like maybe can we reach out to them, see if I can try the products, and you know, just kind of put me out there to the brands as well. So it's been really good. Having that little bit of income every now and then is actually really nice because, like I said, I did extend my maternity leave, so I actually haven't had a wage for like a year now, which, you know, we're managing, but cost of living's pretty high, which is another reason I do need to go back. I'm just grateful that I don't have to go back to work full time. I don't know, I feel like I have been really blessed this whole like maternity leave journey. I don't know, I'm really proud of that achievement as well. Like, if you've been here a long time, you know I've been here a long time. Like, I never started this to, you know, have it as a job. It's a creative outlet, it's fun, I love makeup, I obviously love yapping, but more and more opportunities were coming my way, and yeah, it was just a little bit like tricky for me to keep up with a toddler. So I don't know, I'm really excited about that. My latest job I just did actually was with Perez. They're an Australian brand. The brown mascara hunt I've been on, guys, okay? Remember back in the day when this was my favorite? I don't know why I still have it. Like, I'm not using this. It's the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. This was my favorite. So then I went on a brown mascara hunt. I've got them here, okay? Brown black, not digging it. Multitaskers Beauty also did a brown black. I don't want a brown black, I want a brown, okay? This random L'Oreal one, not brown enough. The Maybelline Sky High I actually like, but it's not as chocolatey as I want. The Mecca Max, whatever this is, beautiful chocolate brown, but weird formula, I don't know. I don't like the wand on it. The Benefit Bad Girl Bang, gorgeous. Beautiful brown formula. Same with the Perez. These are my favorite. They are so chocolatey. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, stunning. They are both around $40, $50, but so worth it. I love a brown mascara. I also have one by Nude by Nature. I don't know where it is. That is, it's not as chocolatey as the Perez and the Benefit. It's kind of like down a step in chocolatiness. And it's got a really big fluffy wand. So I think it depends what kind of wand you like for your lashes too. All right, I think I've pretty much touched on most of the updates. Are you ready for me just to brag about my daughter now? Because it's coming, okay? She's so cute. First of all, okay, her hair's not as red as mine, but it's like it's got a ginger tinge. I still don't know if I'm gonna classify her as a redhead. I think she is a redhead, but it's just a really light red because when she's in the sun, it's red. But oh my God, she is just so clever. She talks so much, and I like didn't think it was, I don't know, I just thought it was normal. I've never had a kid before, but everywhere we go, people tell me like, oh my God, she talks so well. So I'm just so proud of her. I also did a lot of baby sign with her, and we still do it. I don't know if that has really helped her speech, but it's definitely helped her communication because from, oh, when did she start? Maybe that 9-10 months she started with the basics. I know there's like Auslan baby sign and like American baby sign, but we just do more and all done. I think the Australians like more and finished. Same, I know what she's talking about, okay? So she started doing more and all done. Oh, and milk. She loves her milkies. And then we started working on a few more. What else does she do? She does mama, dada, eat, drink. She does music, book. She does again. I don't know, there's a few, but it is just so crazy that these tiny little humans absorb this information, and even though they can't speak, they can communicate with you with sign language. It's the best. If you're gonna have a baby, or like if you've got a baby, you've got a little toddler, you're having trouble communicating, I highly recommend doing baby sign. These Maybelline lifter liners are so nice. Really, really creamy, but they dry down like super well. They don't budge. And the shades are beautiful. They're a bit more cool toned, which I feel like is kind of hard to find, especially like in the affordable space. I don't need another warm pink liner, okay? I want something cool, and this is perfect. This is the shade Line Leader. And then I have been obsessed with this Tower 28 lip jelly. Oh my God, guys. It's in the it's in the shade Pistachio. Look at that. It has a really unique formula. Like it actually feels like jelly, but like lightweight, bouncy, hydrating jelly. And the shade is gorgeous. Not too expensive either. These are like $32, which, you know, is pretty much the price of lipsticks at Priceline, but you just wait to get them on sale. One last thing I need to tell you about Amelia is that I've taught her to say something really important, okay? Out of all the things she's learning about, this is the most important. And she says, "Look at moi." From Kath and Kim, "Look at moi." And she actually uses it in context sometimes. Oh, too funny. She's such a hoot. Well, anyway, this felt really good to just sit down and talk and do my makeup. I am so excited to upload this. I will try and like do my best with the description box, but if you have any questions and they're not answered there, just leave me a comment. If you do have TikTok or Instagram, I highly suggest coming over there and following me because I do upload a lot more. I know like the short form content isn't for everybody. I definitely like a bit of short, a bit of long myself. So maybe I can try and incorporate YouTube videos into my routine, but I'm just not gonna promise anything. I really, really miss being on YouTube. I appreciate all the support. Just reading through the comments on especially my few, like my last uploads about my birth story and my birth video and motherhood and like, oh, you guys are the best, so supportive, have the best advice. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you for sticking around and not unsubscribing. Oh my God, I don't want to go. Hey. Okay, I gotta go. All right, love yous all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.